volume decreased to more than 5%.
On the road with the Columbus Blue Jackets. Tonight we join you from Rexall Place in the Alberta capital of Edmonton. The Blue Jackets set to begin their three-game Western Canadian road swing.
Maximum
And
value
it's Curtis McElhinney between the
6,071.
pipes, as we mentioned. McElhinney making his first appearance since the 7th of March against Colorado. Played just a period after giving up 3 first-period goals, 2 of them on the power play.
Over to the player. This time around. Backed up by Tampa. Over 31-year-old. 31-year-old Ryan is the starter. He's backed up by Johnson. Cam Talbot out there as the season went on for the Oilers. They need him to be good. Right off the hop. Early in the season this time around. Referees tonight are Brian Buckner, Kyle Raymond, Darren Gibbs, and Mark Wheeler are the linesmen. And we're ready for hockey for the first time in Rogers Place. Connor McDavid's on the ice.
Join me, and he's a trooper.
That's some fun here in Edmonton, Jeff.
Bouncing puck, shoveled in there by Gordon. McElhinney, 4-0 in his career against the Oilers. In fact, made his debut against this Edmonton Hockey Club. Wraparound attempt, and it just went over top of the net. Oilers from a sharp angle. McElhinney again forced to make a stop. Oilers looking to start quickly here, Jody.
Yeah, that's Gordon. He's a hard-working guy. No-nonsense attitude. You saw right there, he wanted to bring that puck to the net. Bounced over it. Lucky for the Blue Jackets.
Dano sends one in, and it's covered. McElhinney,
hard-working guy.
in Edmonton to pull the trigger. The shot was blocked. Pouliot on the left wing. Jackets clear the zone at Savard, sending it to center. Left bomb just drilled there by Johansson. Atkinson coming together with one of the Oilers who is slow to get up. That's Pouliot. And he will get some attention on the Edmonton bench. The backhand pass here for Eberle. The red-hot Eberle moving in. Looks for open ice. And the shot stopped.
The Blue Jackets have got to keep it tight defensively and play their system.
Puck thrown into the slot. Knocked away by Kevin Connaughton, who has many family and friends in attendance here. Away
And play their system.
Puck thrown into the slot. Knocked away by Kevin Connaughton, who has many family and friends in attendance here. His first ever game at the National Hockey League level in his hometown here of Edmonton. That's got to be quite a thrill.
That's got to be exciting. I'm telling you what, this is a true hockey city. This is the big sport here. The Oilers, the dynasties, the Stanley Cup championships here in the 80s and 90s. I'll tell you what, it's exciting to play in this building. It's got to be exciting. I'm telling you what, this is a true hockey city. This is the big sport here. The Oilers, the dynasties, the Stanley Cup championships here in the 80s and 90s. I'll tell you what, it's exciting to play in this building, especially with friends and family around.
Well, Connaughton grew up an Oiler fan, he says, but no question where his allegiance is tonight. Cleared out of the zone by Artem Anisimov. Anisimov follows it up deep in the zone. There's Schultz. Justin Schultz deals to the far side. Just underway. Glad you've joined us here on Fox Sports Ohio as the Jackets begin this 3-game road trip, including back-to-back games after tonight. They'll wing their way further west of Vancouver, take on the Canucks, who were 4-1 winners over the Flyers last night on home ice at GM Place. Carried in here. Moving in, deflected, and bumping the goaltender there. McElhinney, but he's right back on his feet, none the worse for wear.
Well, what a play there by Anton Lander. Good patience. Looked like he was going to shoot the puck, but then decided to slide it across. Went under McElhinney into the corner.
Icing the call as Lander broke free. McElhinney was there and then fought off a bump.
That's one thing Edmonton has is a quick transition. Here you see, looking to maybe shoot that puck. Lander, at the last second, put the perfect pass. That was over to Andrew Miller, the recent call, first call to the National Hockey League. Miller almost had his first goal right there on his first shift.
Ryan Murray looking to shovel it out of the zone. Moved by Dano. Chopped out. Ryan Craig given an opportunity to play. He's up here on emergency recall and without Dubinsky. Why Ryan Craig getting another opportunity to play for the hockey club. He is the captain at Springfield, a veteran of National Hockey League play, primarily with Tampa. The Jackets certainly rewarding him with an opportunity to play here again at the NHL level. Thrown back to the point. Quick shot. McElhinney got a piece of that one. Nano in the right wing with Wenberg. Cruising down the left side. There is Scotty Hartnell. He'll take the pass. Hartnell now. Injured Jacket. Marco Gano slow to get up. Gano doubled over.
He took a hit from Klinkhammer. Number 12 of the Edmonton Oilers took a run at him. Looked at me from behind. Went down awkwardly, and as you said, next to the bench, he made his way there quickly.
Right point, unable to keep it in. There is Schultz. Justin Schultz looks to the left wing for Pouliot, who himself went off in some discomfort, but didn't miss his shift. He's got it in the high slot there. Pressuring is Reddy Bork. Up along the wing, Eberle. Eberle looking for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Eberle and Hopkins are red hot. And the Jackets certainly have to be aware when they're on the ice.
Yeah, they lead this team in points, goals, opportunities. Got to keep them out the power play. They're very dynamic and highly skilled players.
Which is one of the points made prior to tonight's game by Todd Richards. The Jackets got to be disciplined in this one. The Oilers' power play is red hot. 10 power play goals in the last 5 games. They scored 3 against the Jackets Friday night at Nationwide. Eric Roy, what a strong game and a gift for a goal. As the puck took a wicked bounce off Leon Boris in the high slot, redirected by Yakupov, and there was McElhinney, who was able to track it down, and the Jackets again send it down the ice. Who was coming?
They might both be going here, Kevin.
Send it down the ice, and a penalty upcoming.
They might both be going here. Kevin Connaughton was battling in front with Derek Roy. Right in front of the referee. It went on for quite a while. At the end of it, Derek Roy with the slash knocking the stick out of Connaughton's hand. But just before that, it was a hold knocking the stick. Let's take a look at the save here just before the penalty. The Jackets getting pressured, and the Edmonton Oilers are doing a good job of supporting each other with speed and finding the open man. There's the penalty. These guys are locked up here right in the middle of your screen. That's 4 and 8. You can see that flash after the hold. So 4-on-4 hockey here, Jeff, for the next couple minutes.
From the draw. Along the wall, thrown back here to the point for Schultz. Eberle waits up high. Sent towards the net. Jackets 2. On the wing there for Foligno.
There's the penalty. These guys are locked up here. Right in the middle of your screen. That's 4 and 8. And over to the play. Flash after the hold. So 4-on-4 hockey here, Jeff, for the next couple minutes.
Play every corner up the time. So the first penalty, his mark in the National Hockey League. Bad timing there as Russell turned around with the reverse pass and Tkachuk didn't lay up in time. So the first penalty and an early opportunity for the Oilers to get this crowd back on their feet.
Power Play is brought to you by BioSteel Sports Nutrition, the natural choice for everyday performance. Drink the pink. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins starts on the power play. McDavid is to his left. Maroon to his right. There's a shot from McDavid.
And therefore, waits up high. Towards
0% vertical score.
On the wing there for Foligno. Roy for slashing, holding the stick. The call against Connaughton. So 4-on-4 hockey. Oilers continue in Blue Jackets territory. Knockdown was Eberle. Far side 2. On for Murray. Foligno had it briefly. Oilers looked to send it ahead, but it was knocked down there by Anisimov. Both Anisimov, Foligno deep in the zone. Left wing pass, and it's Nugent-Hopkins to center. On for Clefbaum. Looks to split the defense and walk in. Does it, a kick save. And then what a strong stop there by McElhinney again.
Yeah, good job there by McElhinney. Sorry, Jeff. He just kind of waited for that opportunity by Clefbaum to evolve, and then was strong and looked very confident in that save.
The seas parted there, but the last line of defense, the goaltender McElhinney with that right pad save. Meantime, Wenberg in the offensive zone. Wenberg had
and looked very confident in that save.
the seas parted there, but the last line of defense, the goaltender McElhinney with that right pad save. Meantime, Wenberg in the offensive defense. The fire shoots it. In the first 11 minutes of that game here against Toronto the other night, he scored 4 goals in the first 11 minutes of that game here against first shot the other night, and won it 4-1. Penalty upcoming here. But the Oilers have been victimized by those first shots, and again here tonight.
Yeah, first shot on that in Columbus went in. on scrimmage and here tonight. But what a shot. It looks like Atkinson's headed to the box here as he was back checking.
I know to that game here against Toronto the other night. And won it 4-1. Penalty upcoming here. But the Oilers have been victimized by those first shots, and again here tonight.
Yeah, first shot on net in Columbus went in on scrimmage and here tonight. But what a shot. It looks like Atkinson's headed to the box here as he was back checking. Right there, he's just trying to fight for position as the captain, Andrew Ferris, battles for position. Atkinson got a stick in there.
And you mentioned a young player trying to make his mark in the National Hockey League. Bad timing there as Russell turned around with the reverse pass and Kachuk didn't lay up in time. So the first penalty and an early opportunity for the Oilers to get this crowd back on their feet.
Power plays brought to you by BioSteel Sports Nutrition, the natural choice for everyday performance with the fit. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins starts in the power play. McDavid is to his left. Maroon to his right. There's a shot from the point. Oscar Klefbom jumps in here.
Lindbergh steps in front of it. And there is two.
A bit of a heat for position. Went off the glass there as he went down. We'll keep an eye on him. He sure looks okay down there on the bench. Just ready to jump over the boards.
Oilers on the power play. They scored 3 against the Jackets Friday night. There's a shot that is blocked. That one hurt. Lindbergh steps in front of it. In front, there is two. Sends it up, but not out. Unable to keep it in. Schultz will have to retrieve it, neutralize. Jackets get crushed. Penalty killers on. Right wing. Derek Roy. Behind the net. Backhanded up. Schultz this time, again, unable to keep it in. It's offside. The Jackets bench helping out the linesman there.
Yeah, were they ever. David Savard sitting right on the blue line. He made that call himself. Watch this block shot by Alexander Wennberg. Goes down and that onto the knee. Takes that puck off the back skate. He was in trouble there. He waited for the right opportunity to get off. He looks like he's okay. It's Mike Vogt, the trainer. We spoke a lot about Mike Vogt this year so far, Jeff. He's been a busy man for the Columbus Blue Jackets, attending to those players with all those injuries.
Keep it in, is offside. The Jackets bench helping out the linesman there.
Yeah, were they ever. David Savard sitting right on the blue line. He made that call himself. Watch this block.
Behind the net. Backhanded up. Schultz this time. Looks to the right wing boards for Eberle. Eberle, Nugent-Hopkins. Lander, Nugent-Hopkins. Up high, Schultz. Eberle. Nugent-Hopkins. Purcell. Losing in the slot. Well, that one was redirected. The shot by Eberle, but just sailed wide of the open corner. Wennberg will now lift it up and out. Unable to keep it in his Schultz. He had a hard time at that point. First on the left side, there on the right. Unable to keep it in. Oilers move out of the zone. Right side, Derek Roy. Turned around the wall. Ryan Murray there defending. Puck comes up high. Knocked down. Nikita, jersey number 86, coming off IR to play in this one against his former teammates. And there's McElhaney down. Nikita, jersey number 86, coming off IR to play in this one against his former teammates. And there's McElhaney again. And speaking of coming off the IR, let's check out our Elkin Out injury report. As we mentioned, Brandon Davidsky, a late scratch, took part this morning in the pregame skate, including the line rushers, but a late scratch here tonight with an upper body injury, and those man games continue to climb.
Unbelievable, the man games there. Davidsky, hopefully he's okay.
Shot from the point, knocked down. Final seconds in the penalty to Atkinson as the Chester cruises through the neutral zone. Poke check there, down to 2-1. Out steps Atkinson and back at full strength as Yakupov sends one in. Yakupov riding a 4-game point scoring streak. One shot for the Oilers on that power play. Ryan Murray unable to clear. That's Pouliot. A shot off the pad. Big rebound there. Another attempt from the point, sails wide. Ranchin unable to hit the net. And the Jackets with Chesky swings it up the far wall. And into Oilers territory. No icing here. Jackets got fresh legs on. 11 minutes, 25 seconds remain. If you just joined us, David Savard on the first shot for the Jackets after 5 consecutive shots by the Oilers. His 11th goal of the season, one off the franchise record of 12. And thrown behind the net. Reaching for their Klefbom. Tosses to the far side. Klefbom. Jackets on the turnover. Moved by Edmonton. Up the left wing wall. This is Hamilton. He did not play in Columbus. Drop pass there for Miller. Called up just prior to tonight's game. From Oklahoma, play in Columbus. Dropped by Edmonton. Up the left wing wall. This is Hamilton. He did not play in Columbus. Drop pass there for Miller. Called up just prior to tonight's game.
Here's Grossman trying to slide the puck in front. Now he's trapped. And back the other way come the Oilers. Scores.
From Oklahoma, play in Columbus. Drop pass there for Miller.
It's 1-0 Edmonton.
The city champions, Edmonton Alberta. For the Oilers. Another to the city champions, Edmonton Alberta. 8 shots for the Oilers. 1 for the Bluejackets, and they got 1 goal. And how about Curtis McLean so far in this game? Bob's on the bench, but I'm telling you, the way Curtis looks in that net, the way he's at the top of his crease, very efficient in his movements. He's had to make some big saves already. There's a couple opportunities on the power play. 1 for sure by the Oilers. But look at the way he's moving. That's a great shot. The puck is being moved around. It's 1 push, set, and there for the save.
Sergei Bobrovsky likely to start the final 2 games on this Western Canadian swing.
Every time he gets close to being a regular, he's been
big saves already. There's a couple opportunities on the power play. 1 for sure by the Oilers. Look at the way he's moving. That's a great shot. The puck is being moved around. It's 1 push, set, and there for the save.
Sergei Bobrovsky likely to start the final 2 games on this Western Canadian swing. McElhaney's performance certainly spectacular here in the early minutes. The Jackets weather the storm. Knowing full well the Oilers would come out here and run a million hockey set. They have been victimized time and time again by the first goal and first shot. Approaching the midway point. Field hit along the wall there from Savard. Picked up by Bluejackets. Bluejackets under control. Pushes it back to the point. Right wing feed. Carried in by Eberle. With Nugent Hopkins and Bluejackets. Top line for the Oilers. Ryan Murray, a clearing pass, and it's Atkinson. Down the left wing. Looks to the right side. Coming with speed here is Ford. Drops a pass for Johansson. Johansson, a quick shot. And a stop. For Miller. Hold up. Rexall place. Jackets with the lead.
Champions, Edmonton, Alberta. 8 shots for the Oilers. 1 for the Bluejackets, and they got 1 goal. And how about Curtis McLean so far in this game? Bob is on the bench, but I'm telling you, the way Curtis looks in that net, the way he's at the top of his crease, very efficient in his movements. He's had to make some big saves already. There's a couple opportunities on the power play. 1 for sure by the Oilers. But look at the way he's moving. That's a great shot. The puck is being moved around. It's 1 push, set, and there for the save.
Sergei Bobrovsky.
Movements. He's had to make some big saves already. There's a couple opportunities on the power play. 1 for sure by the Oilers. But look at the way he's moving. That's a great shot. The puck is being moved around. It's 1 push, set, and there for the save.
Sergei Bobrovsky likely to start the final 2 games on this Western Canadian swing. And McElhaney's performance simply spectacular here in the early minutes. The Jackets weather the storm. Knowing full well the Oilers would come out here as they normally do early in the hockey game. But they have been victimized time and time again by the first goal and first shot. Approaching the midway point. Good hit along the wall there. Savard all over Hendricks. Finally get 43 left. 8 of the 9 shipped out by scrimmage. He will hold on. Not to pass for Johansson. Johansson a quick shot. And the stop by scrimmage speed here in the fourth. Drops the pass for Johansson. Johansson a quick shot. And the stop by scrimmage. He will hold on. 9:43 left. 8 of the 9 shots to God. And now the Jackets finally get a second shot on the board. There's interim head coach Todd Nelson. Played the National Hockey League, most notably with the Washington Capitals. He has been assured that he will coach the team for the balance of the year. Become a fan favorite here in a hurry, Jody. Had a couple of season ticket holder events, and the fans were quite warm to Todd, but he will coach the team for the balance of the year, and then decision will be made about his future. And if, in fact, the Oilers will go for yet another coach. They've had 6 coaches here in the last little while, including 3 this season. Coach McTavish took over on an interim basis, the general manager. Stepped aside and allowed Nelson to run the team for the balance of the year.
Well, Todd Nelson stepped in December 15th. That's halfway through the year.
Picked up along the wall there by Miller. Miller, quick shot, bad save, steered out to the corner. Whitley Sulk. Miller trying to pick it back up along the near boards, but played by Jared Bull. Bull looks cross ice. Connaughton will step up. Kevin Connaughton from center. Puts the brakes on and then rifles one in. Gets away from Scribbins. Less than 9 minutes left. Battle ensues below that goal line, and there, Derek Roy to the right wing. Ahead and across the line. Oilers get to establish something in the offensive zone. Purcell picked up along the wall there. Yakupov had it briefly. Jackets able to knock it away. Corey Trott moving up for the Nisimov and Foligno in the absence of Dubinsky. All the lines pretty well switched up, save for the Wenberg-Dano-Hartnell combination. And why would you break that up? Oh, quick shot there off the pad of Scribbins. Jack Johnson takes a hit. Foligno on the corner. Nick Foligno tosses it behind the net. Nisimov in pursuit. Atkinson comes flying off the bench. Right after it's Purcell. Oilers, Derek Roy. From center, Weeds tosses it deep into the zone. Clayhammer hustling. McElhaney will steer to the corner. Jack Johnson pressured by both Hendricks and Clayhammer. Clark able to send it to Shutter. Edmonton pick it up off the wall. Moved by Hendricks. Lloyd Gordon takes it behind the net. Ryan Johansson drops him, and he'll take a penalty here with Gordon's back to the play. Edmonton pick it up off the wall. Moved by Hendricks. Lloyd Gordon takes it behind the net. Ryan Johansson drops him, and he'll take a penalty here with Gordon's back to the play. Johansson will give Edmonton their second power play as he heads out. The cross-checking Blakely.
It's almost like a forearm shiver there. Oh, there it is right there. You're right. Cross-check. Then he put the hand on him. I think Ryan Johansson just extended his arms there. And Lloyd Gordon, that's the player that got the brunt of that hit. The Blue Jackets on the penalty kill here.
Second power play for the Oilers. They had one shot.
Lloyd Gordon, that's the player that got the brunt of that hit. The power play. The Blue Jackets on the penalty kill here.
McDavid is to his left. BioSteel Sports Nutrition didn't lay up in time. So the first penalty and an early opportunity for the Oilers to get this crowd back on their feet.
Power plays brought to you by BioSteel Sports Nutrition, the natural choice for everyday performance. Drink the pink.
Second stood as the play for the Oilers. They had one shot the previous attempt. Here's Eberle moving in. Shot, rebound, sent wide. Lambert trying to send home that Eberle rebound. McElhaney stood his ground. Eberle cruising in that blue paint. Now retreats. Long shot. Save McElhaney. Tilt reveals to the corner. Eberle's on it. Jordan Eberle, red hot, coming into the game here tonight, riding a 3-game goal scoring streak. He has 4 in the last 5, and a 5-game point streak, 11 points in the last 5 games. In fact, he and Nugent Hopkins each with 11 points in the month of March. That's second best in all the NHL.
Dangerous players with the puck, especially on the power play.
Lander sends it off the boards. Nugent Hopkins picks it up high. This is Eberle taking it from Justin Schultz, moving in. Purcell off the skate of Jack Johnson. Eberle, one-timer there, and another stop by McElhaney. You got to feel he's in a shooting gallery here right now, but he has stood tall. Now Eberle again, moving in. Eberle drops the pass for Purcell. Looks in front, Eberle. Power play, less than a minute remaining. Eberle, Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins off the wall. Eberle shoots. Jack Johnson stepped in front of that one. Nugent Hopkins right back at it. Atkinson with the steal. Good work there by Atkinson, and he'll steer it deep into Edmonton territory.
Nice job by the Blue Jackets defenseman. Better Tootin on his shift. Great job in front of McElhaney, tidying it up. And right there, you mentioned Jack Johnson on the Eberle shot. Got his stick on it, cleared the play to the corner.
12-3 of the shots on goal favoring Edmonton. McElhaney, again, outstanding. Nikitin, Derek Roy. Nikitin wants it up high. He can fire, as Blue Jacket fans certainly aware, and he lets one go. Big rebound off the goal post and crossbar. McElhaney made the initial stop. It went off the goal post and the crossbar, and this one remains a 1-0 hockey game. Jackets back at full strength. Offside is the call.
26 minutes. 26
To Rexall Place in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where the Jackets have a 1-0 lead on the homestanding Oilers. On with the older brother of Kevin Connaughton, Sean Connaughton, playing his first NHL game here on this ice, where you guys watched a lot of hockey. How exciting is this for you, Sean?
It's pretty unbelievable. We grew up cheering for the Oilers. We came to countless games. We came to every game except for one during their 06 playoff run. Sat in these seats right here, and to see Kevin out on this ice that we, in a rink that we spent so much time in growing up, it's unbelievable. There's a lot of excitement with myself, the family, and a lot of friends that are here tonight. So.
Sean, I know you're proud of your brother.
Seats right here, and to see Kevin out on this ice, the rink that we spent so much time in growing up, it's unbelievable. There's a lot of excitement with myself, the family, and a lot of friends that are here tonight. So.
Sean, I know you're proud of your brother, and you're sitting next to a guy with a Buckeye letter. Backing on too. That's pretty cool too. Thanks for this.
Thank you.
Play underway, and it really is great. Kevin Connaughton, a young player that the organization feels will grow. And boy, just seeing the smile on his face yesterday, I said, "Hey, we're going home." He said, "Yeah, and I'm really excited."
Well, just think, not many kids get to see an NHL game or be in an NHL city. Edmonton is an NHL city, so as a young kid, he got to come here and watch the others play. Think about the kids in Columbus.
Forward to Miller time. Point, right? Able to clear it on the left. This is Hendricks. He takes a hit, and double team there was Dano. Back on his feet. No penalty call. He got his face washed there. In addition to wall.
Young Dano.
Dano will send it off the wall. Hartnell in pursuit. Scotty Hartnell, incidentally, with the assist on the Savard goal. Second assist. Primary assist went to Wenberg. He extends a point-scoring streak. And is now at 5 games. This is the second longest goal-scoring streak for Hartnell in his career. Long shot. Scrivens able to turn that one aside. Eberle dancing down the right wing to center. Across the line, Pouliot heads to the net. And now retreats off into the corner and hands it to Eberle. Nugent Hopkins battles for position in front. Eberle, Pouliot. On for Nugent Hopkins. Cycling out of the corner, here's Pouliot. Up high. Sparrow. One-timer there, breaking his stick. Was Nikitin. Yeah, he's got his head out. Remains in the defensive zone as the Jackets march out. Right side for Corey Trout. Harris with a hit.
Yeah, good play by Corey Trout. Knew he had to make the play, so he received the puck, got his head up, knew he was going to get hit, took it, he got the puck deep.
Less than 4 minutes left. Scrivens trapped it. Albeit, the Jackets able to recover nonetheless. The Oilers got a little wire cross there. Now Foligno working behind the net. Puck's in up high. Murray keeping it away from Purcell. Moved by Anisimov. Derek Royer's right there. Jackets able to edge it into the corner. Jared Bull hit from behind. Along the wall, Purcell tosses it back for Ferris. Right wing. Yakupov coming with speed. He's riding a 4-game point streak. Jackets break it up, and it's Tootin who sends it back. And Fane will play for Edmonton deep in Oiler territory. Both teams with wholesale changes as the Oilers march through the neutral zone and across the line. Fane with a backhand pass. Oilers dump it behind the net. Jackets come up with it. Good work by Connaughton in that board battle. Out of the zone for Corey Trout. At the line. Here's Dalton Trout. Waits as the Jackets clear the zone. Trout dumps it in deep. Jackets will clear to avoid the offside.
Corey Trout's getting double shifted here. He's moving on a few different lines.
Stick save. McElhinney. Lecheski. With Ryan Craig and Atkinson. Jackets change up as play continues. Atkinson in pursuit. He's got the skating legs going. This is his kind of game. And he tells me this morning, loves playing here in Edmonton.
Yeah, because all those fast guys love it. Even us slow guys used to love playing here because you feel fast. But that just means everyone else is that much faster. The ice here is the best in the league. It's fun to skate on. I don't know what it is, but it's...
Klinkhammer, his shot deflected high. Even us slow guys feel like we're fast.
It's true.
I love it. Boyd Gordon from a sharp angle off a leg. Shot from the point there by Klefbom. And it's high over top of the net. Hendricks attempts to play it. Klinkhammer finishing a check. Klefbom turning away from traffic. Oilers control. Deep in the zone, deflected wide with a little more than a minute remaining. Shots are 14-4, favoring Edmonton. They can thank Curtis McElhinney for an outstanding first period here, and now less than a minute to go. Bork along the left wing, can't clear. Pouliot. Schultz moving in, fights off the check. Jarvis Atkinson is there to flip a backhand deep into Edmonton territory. Nugent Hopkins will make the play. And walks out. Right side, Eberle coming with speed. Eberle on to Pouliot. Right back to Eberle. A fast-moving opening period. Drilled wide by Pouliot. Nikitin dumps it behind the net. Nugent Hopkins dishing to Eberle on a backhand. Ferris. Nugent Hopkins. Final seconds tick off in this opening period. Scotty Hartnell at center. Hartnell now looks for the trailer. Dano hops over his stick. And
They score.
play. Savard on the first shot. And Johansson who tried to steer it towards the net. And there it is. It comes to an end. Period of play. The only goal on the first shot for the Bluejackets. David Savard with his 11th. One off the franchise record. Currently held by Brian Berard. Savard for Glenberg and Hartnell at 5:35. Jackets lead 1-0. They've been outshot 14-4. Big Mitchell on the other side. All but separate play. Jackets will begin on the power play. They lead 1-0 on David Savard, 11th of the year. Our IGS Energy performers, no question about this. Savard, of course, the goal. But Curtis McElhinney, Jody, was simply sensational.
Yeah, he definitely was. Stingy and confident. I mean, he was at the top of his crease. Very, very strong movements. And I'll tell you what, he just looks like he just gets more confident every time he's in there. Great first period.
A look at the penalty box, and the penalized player is Pouliot. Jackets are on the power play, and the second period is underway. Blue Jackets 1-for-4 Friday versus Edmonton, but they have been efficient. Of late, they are 6 in the last 16. Carried in by Foligno. Nick Foligno, who broke a Hopkins. Final seconds tick off in this opening period. Scotty Hartnell at center. Hartnell now looks for the trailer. Dano hops over his stick. And play is called with 6.2 seconds remaining.
There's going to be a penalty here. Columbus was on the offense with the puck. Bluejackets is going to sit for 2 minutes for a cookie. Late in this period, he's going to set up. I see Todd is directing the guys on the face-off.
Hey, here it is right here. Puck battle.
Ties up Wenberg, who's on the puck. Puck from Wenberg went with his skate, still made the play.
Won by Johansson, who tried to steer it towards the net. Oilers clear. Oh, drops it back for the aforementioned Foligno, who crosses the line. Rick wide. Wenberg had it knocked off his stick. Oilers dump to the near corner. Off the point is Kevin Connaughton. Ryan Johansson backs him up. Right back to Connaughton. Connaughton from a sharp angle ricochets off the leg there of Foligno. Up high Johansson. On for Wenberg. Hartnell waits in the slot. Off a skate. Foligno gets it right back. Foligno looks for Johansson. Knocked down there by the Oilers. Battle ensues at the side of the net. And it's Connaughton up high. Able to keep it in. Connaughton. Johansson lets one fly, and it goes off the leg of Foligno. Camped in front. Scrivens not happy about the screen being set by Foligno. Connaughton in deep. On to Foligno. Right back to Connaughton. Johansson way up high. Foligno. Wenberg. Johansson. Right back to Wenberg. Wenberg. Hit wide. Connaughton. Cross ice. Hartnell. He was looking top shelf. Can't believe with Scrivens down and without a goal stick that he could not find the back of the net. He was looking top shelf. Connaughton denied. Whoa.
Wow, Kevin Connaughton, what?
Bork tosses it behind the net. Jackets in pursuit of the puck. Pouliot steps up. Edmonton back at full strength, and Pouliot shovels a pass ahead here for Gordon. Right side goes to defenseman Schultz. Looks cross ice and just off the stick of Pouliot. Good play there. And Bork trying to send an Isimov free. Bork coming together there with Eberle. Along the wall, Bork. There's an Isimov reaching for it. Scrivens will leave it along the boards, and Eberle will play. Outlet pass. 2 shots, incidentally, for the Jackets on that power play. They're up to 6 for the night. Oilers we approach the 2.5-minute mark of the second period. Yet to register a shot here in period 2. Nugent Hopkins can't get a stick on it. Puck sails deep into Edmonton territory, or into Jackets territory. My apologies. Left wing feed off the stake of Deno, and the Jackets will be called for icing. Feed off the stake of Deno, and the Jackets will be called for icing.
Take a look at Jack Johnson's story, Jeff, in the first period here. You mentioned a couple times him in front of the net. He's done a nice job. He's had a strong season, I'm telling you. He plays the most minutes. He's got 3 block shots already in this game. But see the front of the net, positionally, always in that right spot. Already in this game. But see the front of the net, positionally, always in that right spot. Very smart. Knows he wants to keep the players to the outside. Most minutes, he's got 3 block shots already in this game. But see the front of the net, positionally, always in that right spot. Very smart. Knows he wants to keep the players to the outside. The most minutes, he's got 3 block shots already in this game. But see the front of the net, positionally, he's got 3 block shots already in this game. But see the front of the net, positionally, always in that right spot. Very smart. Knows he wants to keep that on him. He plays the most minutes. He's got 3 block shots already in this game. But see the front of the net.
Oilers deal it on the right wing. March out of the zone. Here is Derek Roy. Roy slides it by Tooten. The 2 go to the wall. Better Tooten. Off the stick. Derek Roy and Tooten get tied up again at the point. Unable to keep it in there was Nikitin. Now a race for the puck. Former Blue Jacket.
Before the Jackets hit, let's get ready to join the battle on Blue Jackets Live right here on Fox Sports Ohio. Blue Jackets Live brought to you as always by your Central Ohio Toyota.
You mentioned Nikitin, former Blue Jacket. He's missed 20 games with a shoulder injury. He comes back tonight. We saw his big booming shot, created a nice opportunity. Off of McElhinney, went over to Yakupov, who couldn't cash in.
Not there from the left circle. Ricochets all the way back into Edmonton territory. Cliffbaum back to make the play. I talked to Nikitin briefly this morning. Had a big smile, Jody, on his face as he left the ice. He said, I'm back tonight. And he's looking forward to face his old mates. And of course, in particular, the likes of Kurtz, Bobrovsky, and Anisimov, those four were inseparable. Well, all members of the Bluejackets last year. Quite amusing to see them together.
And there's some stories written here in Edmonton about McKeith's conditioning coming into camp. Maybe that set him back a little bit. Then he caught the injury. But they're saying now that back a little bit. Then he caught the injury. But they're saying now that he's back, he's worked hard, and his conditioning is no problem.
Craig McTavish, quite outspoken, said after that 2-year contract, he expected him to come to camp in great shape. Keaton disagreed, said he thought he was in pretty good shape. Johansson scores. What a shot. He expected him to come to camp in great shape. Keaton disagreed, said he thought he was in pretty good shape. Johansson scores. What a shot. Scrivens just watched as Johansson pulls the trigger, and it's 2-0 Blue Jackets. Just watched as Johansson pulls the trigger, and it's 2-0 Blue Jackets.
All in one motion, Ryan Johansson. Watch this pass. Johansson's going to end up. Here he starts moving in the middle of the screen. He'll find the ice on the left side here. And as he gets it, he kind of curls and drags, and in one motion, we've seen it so many times out in front of his body. He put this pass. Johansson's going to end up. Here he starts moving in the middle of the screen. He'll find the ice on the left side here. And as he gets it, he kind of curls and drags, and in one motion, we've seen it so many times out in front of his body. He puts it upstairs. Great job by Randy Morton. Right in front of Scrivens. He didn't see that until it whistled by his ear.
23rd of the year for Ryan Johansson. And the Jackets lead 2-0. 2 goals on 7 shots. Ryan Johansson with his 23rd. Early picks up the primary. And came out with some second shot.
I like the way Ryan Johansson in that sequence worked to get open, worked to get in that spot on the far side of the ice inside, jumped to the middle, and then didn't like it, then jumped to that far side. Good support down the bucket to the rest himself.
Beverly, Nugent Hopkins. Beverly knocked down by Nugent Hopkins, gets back up. Schultz able to save it at the line. Gets it ahead. Nugent Hopkins with Connaughton draped all over. Delayed penalty upcoming. It will be to the Blue Jackets and likely Connaughton for hooking. So the Oilers will get their third power play. Connaughton going to the box.
Blue Jackets in their own end get caught flat-footed.
11 penalty number 4, hooking.
Ending that whole sequence, Daniels just laid out Bouliot.
Penalty number 4, hooking.
Ending that whole sequence, Daniels just laid out Bouliot. There's the stick. See it there. Nugent Hopkins might have helped out in
His
that.
types of games. On one hand, you got Lucic. He's a country guy, but he knows that he actually gets physical. So he tries to lay a big one on Edmonton. And you mentioned a young player trying to make his mark in the National Hockey League. Bad timing there as Russell turned around with the reverse pass and Tkachuk didn't lay up in time. So the first penalty and an early opportunity for the Oilers to get this crowd back on their feet.
Power play is brought to you by BioSteel Sports
Ending that whole sequence,
choice for everyday performance. Drink
Ending that whole sequence, Daniels just laid out Bouliot. Getting more and more comfortable throwing his weight around. There's the stick. See it there. Nugent Hopkins might have helped out in that.
Particularly on the kill. Shot. And again, McElhaney outstanding. Particularly on the kill. Knockdown was Foligno. Gets back up. Jack Johnson moving in, and Scrivens forced to make the stop there.
How about Nick Foligno knocked down? Thought he was going to go in on a breakaway, but he couldn't stay on his feet, so he stayed with it. On his knees, made the play to Jack Johnson.
Foligno finishing a check there on Hendricks. Oilers gained the zone. That's Yakupov. Yakupov, one of the 3 power play goals in Columbus. Shot for the wing. Oh, what an outstanding glove stop there. Oilers can't believe it. Go. Nick Schultz. Right here for Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins back for Schultz. Schultz fires one through, and was deflected by Lander, but off the mark. Lander now up high. Schultz takes it back from Nugent Hopkins, moving in, fires his shot. That's deflected wide, ricochets off the backboard all the way back into Edmonton territory. Less than a minute left in the Connaughton penalty for hooking. Jackets will wing their way further west after this one and take on the Vancouver Canucks, who won a big game on home ice last night. Final seeding here in the Western Conference very much up for grabs. And the Jackets' next two opponents tomorrow night, Vancouver, and of course Saturday afternoon in Calgary. The Flames and the Canucks very much in the hunt for the postseason. David Savard onto Anisimov, short-handed, walks in and sends one off the goalpost.
With speed. Great play by Anisimov. Nice pass there from Savard. Put it right on his tape with speed.
The other way. Oilers unable to get a shot. Connaughton steps out. Jackets almost with their fifth shorthanded goal of the season. There was a little church music off that net here to the left of us and you folks at home watching on television. Oilers sent one off the crossbar in the first. In front there. The cross. Blue paint. Attempt denied. Winberg. Across the line. In front there for Hartnell. Hartnell spins and turns. Hartnell now deals it back for Savard, and it got away from him, and it's all the way back into Jackets territory as we approach the 8-minute mark. Hartnell now dancing away from Gordon across the line. Hartnell drops the pass for Dano. Picked off by the Oilers, sent back to center. Stepping up here is Dalton Prout. Prout on the right wing. Dano darts to the net. Scribbins got the blocker on it. Now a stick save. Far side of the ice. That's Ferentz. Ferentz out of the zone. Letestu knocking down that attempted pass. Ferentz will try again from center. At the blue line, the Jackets recovered. And it's Connaughton taking a feed there from Dalton Prout. Away from Klinkhammer. Right wing feed. Jared Bull on that right wing. Puck sails into the zone. Dalton Prout away from Klinkhammer. Connaughton's got it. He walks away from difficulty as we approach the 9-minute mark. Period number 2. Goal in the first by the Jackets, David Savard. Johansson is followed up here in the second. 2-0 into the slot. And that one sent high.
That was Ryan Craig. He had a good start to his shift. Nice opportunity on net. And there to end the shift, period. Puts one just over the pipe.
11 and a half minutes left. Second period. Jackets lead 2-0. Washington, Oilers 1. Number 23.
Back in Edmonton, Alberta. Jackets have a 2-0 lead. And that man right there, Artem Anisimov, has had a nice little period or start of this game. We're almost at the halfway point. On the puck. He's a big guy that moves well. He's smart. He's got a good stick. And when he's in the offensive zone taking away pucks, he's very effective. But how about defensively? Here he is in a support position. Stays under the puck here. And that's just a big play in the defensive zone to be underneath there. And here's that big play. Short-handed. You heard it right there, Jeff. You said church music.
Offside.
Church music.
Offside.
Solid player, I'm telling you. He gets around very well for a big guy. I think that surprises people. They see him out there and don't think that he can close that time and space as quick as he does. And that's why he causes a lot of turnovers. And just really smart defensive zone. And don't think that he can close that time and space as quick as he does. And that's why he causes a lot of turnovers. And just I think that surprises people. They see him out there and don't think that he can close that time and space as quick as he does. And that's why he causes a lot of turnovers. And just really smart defensive zone. Looks up to Pavel Datsyuk. One of the best, if not the best, defensive forward in the league. Watches his tape and studies his tendencies.
How about the giveaways in this one? The Oilers have committed 11. The Blue Jackets 4.
Wow, that is a big number, 11.
Isn't it?
Yeah, 4 is a lot for half a game by the Blue Jackets.
Exactly. 4. Stepping into the Oiler defender, Farron. Behind the net. Atkinson tried to get a stick on it, and Bort came in and just hammered the Oiler player who was down. The penalty upcoming. Gordon. Child.
He's got good scare. With he goes to the front of the net. He finishes his checks. He's got good speed down the wing.
Funny you say that. Talking to him this morning, he said, boy, we got traded from Montreal earlier on this season to Anaheim. But he said first game got to play with Getzlaff and Corey Perry.
Oh, wow.
One game. Next game he was a healthy scratch. Everly moving it off the wing. Drops it back here for Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins with a shot looking far corner. It sails wide and ricochets all the way back into Edmonton territory. Really likes the guy. Says it's a great room in Columbus here with the Blue Jackets.
We heard that from a lot of guys. Guys that are in the room, guys that left the room. And the new acquisitions.
Schultz, far side of the ice. Everly to the point. Nugent Hopkins drilled off the stick there of McElwain. Purcell attempting to play the puck, but it's Letestu who muscles it to center. Nugent Hopkins, far side. Nugent Hopkins, Letestu defending. And dumped in. Will be played here by Scrivens and left for Schultz. Less than 40 seconds left. In the penalty to block. Turned over. Short-handed Johansson, who leads the Jackets with a pair of short-handed goals. His goal here tonight has opened up the 2-0 lead for the Jackets.
Johansson saw Pouliot whip on the pass. It was slow moving through the neutral zone, and he jumped.
Oh, walking ahead there was Yakupov. Puck got away from him, but the net was gaping. Wide open.
Pass. It was slow moving through the neutral zone, and he jumped.
Oh, walking. Johansson, who leads the Jackets with a pair of short-handed goals. His goal here tonight has opened up the 2-0 lead for the Jackets.
Johansson saw Pouliot whip on the pass. It was slow moving through the neutral zone, and he jumped.
Oh, walking ahead there was Yakupov. Puck got away from him, but the net was gaping. If you recall, opportunity, the first. Far side. Oilers play it up high. Clefbaum drops it behind the net. Langer ridden off there by Dalton Prout. Hamilton is there along the wall. Klinkhammer drops it back. With that goal line, Oilers unable to cradle the puck. Battle ensues along the near wall, and that's Connaughton, who will wisely backhand it for Dalton Prout. Pressure coming from Klinkhammer. Goes to hit by Prout, who fights it off.
Nice poise there by Dalton Prout. Knew the hit was coming. Saw he had a little bit of time and space. He just made a nice, subtle little move. Got out of there. Found some extra space and time. Made a nice outlet pass.
Better Tilton, turning the wrong way, but still able to make the play. Kept in up high there by Boyd Gordon, showing no real effects of that hit. Ryan Murray head ups to the line. Right wing feed. Nick Foligno looking for open ice. Drops it back for Murray. On to Tilton, through a crowd. Scrivens down, tracked it down. Foligno's lost his glove and his stick. Play is called. There'll be a penalty here. Down, Foligno's lost his glove and his stick. Play is called. There'll be a penalty here. The call. 7:15 left. Second period. A one-goal game. Back after this.
Edmonton with the Jackets leading 2-1. You know, Mark Letestu is the only NHL player from Elk Point, Alberta. These kids play for the same youth hockey team that Mark played for as a youngster. James Snapjack coaches youth hockey. What does it mean to your town to have Mark Letestu playing in the NHL?
Well, it's great to have someone like Mark representing our town, especially a small town in northeastern Alberta, 1,200 people, and be able to come here and watch him play. It's great for the kids to come and support him. Like I say, he's a great player for representing Elk Point.
And he gives young ladies and young men the dream of saying, someday I could do what Mark Letestu did, right?
That's right. You know what? I got to give the Mark. He's been as hard as out there tonight. I know a year or so it came to Elk Point, signed a couple sticks for the kids. Kids just loved it. So he really supports the town, and the kids just love that kind of stuff. So.
How about that, guys? An NHL dream come true.
A quick shot there sails wide of the net. Jody talked earlier about Kevin Connaughton. Speaking of dreams coming true, Edmonton native. Coming back for the first time as an NHL player and playing in the building that he and his brother, Dave talked earlier to his brother, sat in similar seats in the same area where the family's sitting tonight, watching the Oilers time and time again.
Oh, great story on Mark Letestu. Just such a good pro. And you can see the coach there saying how proud he was to have a guy like Mark Letestu to represent that town. Off Point, 18 miles from where we're at right here at the Rexall Center in Edmonton. Where we're at right here at the Rexall Center.
In front, McElhinney out of the net. Poke check there. The net is empty, but Savard, little house cleaning behind his netminder. Oilers able to keep it in. Less than a minute left on the power play. Purcell. Sent in front. Quick shot. Moving laterally and stopping. 8 against their first play goals in 20 opportunities coming into this one here, which represents their 5th manpower advantage of the night. 1 for the previous 4. Jackets, conversely, have really struggled. They've now allowed 9 goals here in recent play. The Oilers scored 3 of them back on Friday night, allowing this Edmonton Hockey Club back into the game before getting the goal from Hartnell late in the 3rd to force overtime in the eventual shootout. Here's Nikitin. Looks in front. Redirected. Defending there was the aforementioned Letestu. The Jackets have dumped it down. The penalty over. Molino steps up.
Yeah, Nikitin didn't use that big shot there. Maybe he should have tried to connect with Pouliot.
Connaughton on to Hartnell. Picked up here. It does just that. Kane avoids a hit there from Dano. Shot behind the net. Klinkhammer's on
it. Hey, I'm Stephen Kars, co-founder of King of Pops. Zero makes it super easy to stay on top of your cash flow. It sometimes answers questions that you don't know that you should be asking.
Previous. Skip.
On 2 defend. In front of McElhinney. Long shot there. Oilers all over the Jackets here right now.
Yeah, the Blue Jackets are definitely on their heels. A lot of time defending. Coming after that penalty kill. They just can't seem to get it out. The Oilers doing a good job of hemming them in and great job moving the puck.
Jackets have got to stay out of the penalty box. They've had 6 from 2000 sinking in. The Jackets in the last 9 games, including tonight, have now 15 power play goals. In 2006, why these Oilers were the runners-up in the Stanley Cup final. But listen to this, Joe. Since then, they've had 6 coaches, 81 forwards, 53 defensemen, 13 goaltenders, 7 top 10 picks in the last 8 drafts, including 3 first overalls, and yet the results are the same. They are in line for Connor McDavid, arguably the #1 overall pick again this year. Those numbers are quite something.
They're looking for something.
Yeah. Looking to win.
3 #1 overall picks in a row. 2 are playing tonight. 1 is injured, Taylor Hall. But Yakupov and Nugent Hopkins, #1 pick in their respective drafts. And you said it, Jeff. There's been a lot of change, a lot of searching. Some people, well, the fans are wondering what they're doing sometimes, but
the more things change, the more they stay the same. That's certainly been the case here in Edmonton.
They've got a lot of skill. You see it on their power play, but it feels like they got a long way to go still, doesn't it?
Sure does. Everly, Hopkins right there. Jackets pick it off. Jack Johnson now. A little more than 3 minutes remaining here in period number 2. Race for the puck. Oh, that goal line. Battle ensues. Reaching for it there is Yakupov. Was one of those 3 first overall picks. And picked just ahead the young man by the name of Ryan Murray.
That's right. Best defenseman available, but they went with the Russian goal scorer. Dynamic player, really.
And really playing well under Todd Nelson.
Congratulations to season ticket holder Ron Myers, who won for Ryan Murray.
That's right. Best defenseman available, but they went with the Russian goal scorer. Dynamic player, really.
And really playing well under Todd Nelson.
Congratulations to season ticket holder Ron Myers, who won lunch with the CBJ broadcast team through the early renewal sweepstakes. Today's prize is a Pittsburgh road trip. Renew your season tickets now. Bluejackets.com. Texting renew to 37664 to be entered to win. Broadcast team. Am I included on that?
Of course you are, Dave. You're fine. You're fine. Less
than 2.5 left. Up high is a shot. Ricochets just wide of the net. Drop finishes a check. This is Fane. He tried to send it ahead. Polino pitching along the wall. Now battles. Purcell shovels it wide of the net. Little more than 2 minutes remain. Kevin Connaughton. Marincin takes that pass. Rolls off his stick. Drop. Hit there by Fane. He'll head to the bench. Eric Roy. Goal score for Edmonton here in the second after the Johansson goal gave the Jackets a 2-0 lead. 14 giveaways now by the Oilers. Quick shot there. Fought off. Ryan Craig gets back on his feet. Wearing jersey number 12. Playing here tonight after a lengthy three-game skate. Unable to play is Dubinsky with an upper body injury. Craig gets an opportunity to play for the Jackets here tonight.
You mentioned captain of the minor league Springfield team.
Great captain.
Great guy. Just a pro.
Caught off there by McElhaney. Well into the final minute. 24-11 are the shots. Again, Curtis McElhaney has been strong, particularly the first period. A crunching hit there by Marco Dano. The Oilers go after Dano. Hartnell will step in for his teammate. And the Oilers slow to get over the bench after a hard hit on Marco Dano. That was Lander. Savard. Nice move. Dishes for Wenberg.
Dano's getting worked over in front of the net by Schultz. Here he is with the puck. Big hitter. Strong on his skates. Makes an impact out there almost every single shift.
He's been kind of a target all night long.
Oh, yeah. He's under the skin of these Oilers. And exclamation point with that last hit he laid on Lander.
In front, off the goalpost. The Oilers thought they had it, so did the crowd here. And there's the horn.
Be very happy about the one that wasn't called. 1 out.
Real help, great save.
And he's been strong. He's been confident. But this one in particular, he's going to follow that puck behind the net. It comes out quickly. And he's there. He's deep in his net. He's got to react. And he does perfectly, snatching up that puck.
So, we are set for the third period. Jackets incidentally leading in the face-off department, winning 58% of the draws, leading the way. Nick Foligno winning 5 of 6 for 83%, and 8 of 11 for Ryan Johansson at 73%. Teams at full strength. Oilers have outshot the Jackets 26-11, but they trail 2-1. Right wing. Marco Dano able to backhand it ahead, but the Oilers are quick to clear. Barron sends it ahead, right in on McElhaney, who will cover up in the blue paint and hang on. Klinkhammer, right wing. Marco Dano able to backhand it ahead, but the Oilers are quick to clear. Farron sends it ahead right in on McElhaney. He will cover up in the blue paint and hang up.
Columbus Blue Jackets hockey is brought to you by Nationwide, the official sponsor of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Ryan Johansson with that last goal for the Blue Jackets. I'll tell you what, he's had a strong game here tonight. Hard strides all over the ice. Engaged in all the battles. Here he is getting ready for another face-off. I like this game, and I love that start of his when he gave it away that quick on that goal. Impressive.
Also throwing his body around a little bit.
Yeah, we saw that. Cross-check.
And a pretty good hit early on in the hockey game along the near boards, right down near the Blue Jackets bench. Just underway here in the third. Johansson, Atkinson lets one fly. That's deflected out of play.
Sorry, I was just going to say Ryan Johansson has taken 11 face-offs and only lost 3. So he's engaged in that department 73%. That's spectacular. Another one that I've seen called the Stars.
Well, you mentioned all the emotion, and I think for the Calgary Flames coming up to this new building, the excitement of having Johnny Gaudreau back in the lineup with the new deal is going to give them energy. And we saw Mark Messier and Wayne Gretzky skating around the rink, and I think the natural passing of the torch is the new captain, Connor McDavid. No question who the star is here, and what an opportunity to build his own legacy in this amazing new building.
Lots of new things tonight.
October 12th. The new captain, Connor McDavid. No question.
Face-offs tonight. 5 wins, 1 loss.
Behind the net. Oilers march out of their own zone. Rink-wide pass picked off. There's Atkinson with a shot off the goalpost. How many goalposts have we seen on both sides of the ice tonight by both teams?
There's been at least 2 by each team. Wow. Maybe 3 by each team.
Saban on for Jack Johnson. Johnson drops it back to Johansson. Johansson looks for Foligno. Broken up by the Oilers. Down the left wing. That's Pouliot. On here for Nugent Hopkins. Coming with speed. Quick shot. Oh, my. That one just trickled wide of the open corner. McElhaney made the initial stop and got away from him. Everly walks in. A shot and a goal. He missed the first stop. Saban.
1 hour.
Maybe 3 by each team.
Saban on for Jack Johnson. Johnson drops it back to Johansson. Johansson looks for Foligno. Broken up by the Oilers. Down the left wing. Per game.
1 hour, 9 minutes.
Johansson being trickled wide of the open corner. McElhaney made the initial stop and got away from him. Everly walks in. A shot. When you see the way he plays, you can understand. Hard to believe Everly went 18 games without a goal before scoring 4 in the previous 5. 18 games is a long time for a guy with that talent.
Yeah.
Approaching the 2-minute mark. Race for the puck. That's Schultz. Anisimov is there. Left bomb. Right wing. Linkhammer can't get his stick on it. Curtis McElhaney. Left there for Ryan Murray. Ferentz drops it back. Keaton takes a hit there. Ryan Craig. Now Keaton gets the puck back. Off the wall on the right wing. Oilers dump it deep into Jackets territory. Race for the puck there. Jack and alertly so there by McElhaney. Cycling out of the corner. Jackets will move up ice with Jared Bull. Hits better too. 1 point away from tying Nikolai Zherdev for 4th most points in franchise history.
I thought you were going to say by a Russian.
No.
There's
McElhaney with the stop.
After this and every Blue Jackets game, stick around on Fox Sports Ohio as we break down the game. We talk to the players and Coach Richards on Blue Jackets Live, presented by IGS Energy. IGS Energy, take control of those natural gas costs. Enroll at IGSEnergy.com.
2:57 into this third period. Face off to the left with McElhaney. Line back out there, Everly Pouliot. And in the pivot, Nugent Hopkins, who tied it up with his 20th of the season. Everly draws the lone assist. Left ball. Away from Justin Schultz. Up high, David Savard. Floats one in, deflected wide. Dano, wraparound attempt. In the blue paint, Scrivens has got it. Play has been whistled down. Everybody grabbing the front of the net.
Dano locked on with Pouliot here. Not backing down. Like to see that from the young rookie. Dano made a nice little play. Hartnell made a pass behind the net. It wasn't quite going to get there. Here it is. You see a stick on it. Dano with that subtle little pick, a puck bomb stick. That was a nice play. That enabled him to get that step on Clefbaum. I love the way he took that puck.
I don't think he was Maroon just fine necessarily. There's the read in the middle of the ice, a quick turnaround. And for Brian Elliott, you can see he saw that right into him. He looks up skyward, can't believe it. And what a moment for Maroon. Go down in history as the first Oiler goal scorer in this building.
Fourth line shift here for Edmonton. Mark Letestu plays on the fourth line. Zach Cassian's out there. Fourth line out for Calgary as well.
He looks up skyward, can't believe it. And what a moment for Maroon. Go down in history as the first Oiler goal scorer in this building.
4 minutes, 16 seconds, and 1 hour, 41 minutes, 11.
Hartnell made a nice little play. Hartnell made a pass.
Play is wraparound attempt. In the blue paint, Scrivens has got it. Play has been whistled down. Everybody grabbing the front of the net.
Dano locked up with Pouliot here. Not backing down. Like to see that from the young rookie. Dano made a nice little play. Hartnell made a pass behind the net. It wasn't quite going to get there. Here it is. You see a stick on it. Dano with that subtle little pick, a puck bomb stick. That was a nice play. That enabled him to get that step on Clefbaum. I love the way he took that puck.
Wheeler gets it back to Dano. I thought it was interesting. Scrivens to save, and again he'll hold on.
It was interesting. I thought it was interesting in the open when he talked to John Davidson about Dano, and he said that he's finally in NHL shape, and how the KHL, which is that the league in Russia, they don't play very many games. They don't practice very much, so it's a different training shape.
Stop made by McElhaney. He will hold on.
NHL all around.
That puck carried into the zone. Again, Scrivens will just let that puck melt up in that glove and holds on.
He gave up the first goal and the first shot tonight, Scrivens, and it looked like the Bluejackets were in control for most of the night, but too many penalty kills, too many trips to the penalty box, and letting the Edmonton Oilers hang around. Who thought they let one slip in Columbus? They did have the lead in the third period. The Jackets tied it up and won it in that shootout, and that's been a sore point for them the last night. The Bluejackets
Puck coming into the zone. Left wing pass. Carried into the zone. And the shot against Scrivens.
Scores!
Let that puck melt up in that glove and holds on.
He gave up the first goal and the first shot tonight, Scrivens, and it looked like the Bluejackets were in control for most of the night, but too many penalty kills, too many trips to the penalty box, and letting the Edmonton Oilers hang around. Who thought they let one slip? Gave up the first goal and the first shot tonight, Scrivens, and it looked like the Bluejackets were in control for most of the night, but too many penalty kills, too many trips to the penalty box, and letting the Edmonton Oilers hang around. Who thought they let one slip in Columbus? They did have the lead in the third period. The Jackets tied it up and won it in that shootout. And letting the Edmonton Oilers hang around. Who thought they let one slip in Columbus? They did have the lead in the third period. The Jackets tied it up and won it in that shootout. That's been a sore point for them the last 5 days.
Long lead pass on the right side for Klinkhammer. This time the other goaltender will hold on. But as McElhaney sees Klinkhammer coming, loses the puck. As you mentioned, next telecast tomorrow night as we head further west to the Pacific Northwest. Vancouver, the Canucks who won a big game last night over the Philadelphia Flyers. Todd Richards and the Jackets will be at GM Place in Vancouver, and we'll have all the action for you here on Fox Sports Ohio. A 7 o'clock start in Vancouver. 9:30 for the pregame in Columbus. And
No Blue Jackets in town yesterday at 5 o'clock here in Edmonton. 8 o'clock start. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock start. And then on to Calgary. 2 o'clock start, isn't it, on Saturday?
About 4 o'clock Columbus time. They conclude the trip and then head home. Taking on Anaheim on Tuesday night.
That's right.
When they make an appearance. Hope to see you there.
I'll be there.
I know you will be. Hope to see a good crowd on hand. One of the teams that could be considered as a legitimate Stanley Cup contender. The likes of Getzlaf and Perry. You wouldn't miss it, would you?
No, I wouldn't miss it.
I didn't think so. Nikita throws it behind the net. Hamilton knocked down by Letestu. Mark Letestu tried to feed Jared Bull. Long shot, rebound, Hamilton! Oh, the puck just got away from him. The crowd on their feet here. He had McElhaney beat, but just sent it wide, and Lander just looking at the heavens here himself. Can't believe he wasn't able to tuck that one home.
Not very many times do you see a guy with the puck just in on the goalie this close. He had the open net. There was one more step to this. Deep forehand, backhand. Just could not finish it off. McElhaney's going the other way. No dice.
Back in Edmonton territory. Schultz. Right wing feed. In front, unable to redirect it. Up high, Pouliot. That one off the blocker of McElhaney. Richard Hopkins trying to feed Everly. Turning away from traffic. Murray along the board. Is able to backhand it ahead. Scotty Hartnell with Dano. Hartnell waits at the line. Hartnell shovels it backhand. Wenberg. Dano. And Schultz got just a piece of that. Justin Schultz able to keep it away. Penalty upcoming here. To that. A hooking call. And again, the Jackets, for the 6th time tonight, will be a man short.
Oh, nice opportunity there. Hartnell, Wenberg to Dano. And as that puck turned over in the offensive zone, Dano tried to get possession back, and as he did, there it is, big hook on it. Right there.
Oilers are 1 for 5 tonight. They've had 11 of their 32 shots. Wow. Here's a power play. Derek Roy winning the draw. Nikita cross ice. Oilers are 1 for 5 tonight. They've had 11 of their 32 shots. Wow, on the power play. Derek Roy winning the draw. McElhaney catch that puck and hold on.
Join us at the R-Bar Tuesday night for the final Blue Jackets fan cam of the year. It's your chance to answer Blue Jackets trivia, win great prizes, and you can also be a part of Blue Jackets Live. We get started at 6 next Tuesday at the R-Bar.
And there is in the Blue Jackets jersey, Kevin Connauton's older brother.
Sean.
Younger brother? Kevin Connauton's
part of Blue Jackets Live. We get started at 6 next Tuesday at the R-Bar.
And there is in the Blue Jackets jersey, Kevin Connauton's older brother.
Sean.
Younger brother?
Ohio State jacket on the left. Like Dave said, it's
Letterman jacket, huh?
Yeah. Sixth power play for the Edmonton Oilers here.
David Savard forcing the turnover up high, away from Pouliot. Foligno in pursuit. Nikita keeps it away. Neil Yakupov now. In and across the line. He had a power play goal in Columbus Friday night. Foligno wins that battle but can't clear the zone. Nikita up high. On to Derek Roy. Yakupov to the point. Nikita lets one fly. That's off the pad of McElhaney. A little more than a minute left on the power play. Edged along to the far side. Yakupov. Pouliot. Former Ranger signing a 4-year deal as a free agent here this summer. Eric Roy, quick shot, off the backboard. Yakupov again. Tried to tuck it home. Jack Johnson defending. Jackets moving up and out. Both teams will change up. Jackets on the penalty kill. Jackets. Oilers on the power play.
This penalty kill unit for the Columbus Blue Jackets has spent way too much time working tonight, Jeff. You think about how much it takes that bench out of sync.
Nugent Hopkins to the point. Gets it back. Ursel. Off the stick of Lander. Played there by Eberle. Eberle for Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins walks out off the stick of Wenberg. Checked away. Race for the puck. Ursel will get there ahead of Wenberg. Wenberg not giving up on it. Ursel down to 4 seconds in the Dano penalty. Drop pass for Eberle from Nugent Hopkins, who gets it back. On here, this is Schultz moving in. The talented offensive defenseman below that goal line. Johansson hands it back to two. On here for Marco Dano for Atkinson. Spins, turns up high, looks for Johansson. Johansson deals into the corner, played there by the Oilers. Clearing pass, sent into Columbus territory. Ryan Murray will play it. 11 minutes, 32 seconds remain. Third period regulation time. 2 shots on the just completed power play for Edmonton. That's 13 tonight on their 6-man power advantages. In the slot over top of the net, Gordon got a stick on it. Gordon left the cycle, toss to the point. Marincin off the stick of Gordon. Handed here, Klinkhammer. He looked top shelf. Left side, but it was high and wide. Oilers to the point. Marincin again. Shot blocked there by Bork, dropping in front of it. Right point. Fane. McElhaney's got it. Pushing and shoving. The net's been now dislodged. Players separated to make the discussion, but no damage done.
Welcome back to Edmonton. Tight hockey game again, all tied at 2. Hey, right now on FoxSportsOhio.com. Check out our web minutes and see what's going on all around the state of Ohio. See how an Ohio boy's good deed did not go unnoticed by the Blue Jackets. Ray Bortz has found a new beginning here in Columbus. Ray Bortz, that is. And college football's most interesting man. It's all right now. Check it out. Brought to you by Safe Auto, 1-800-SafeAuto.com.
Curtis McElhaney sizing up this draw. It's amazing how focused he is on game days. When he's the starting goalie, he is locked in early. Some goalies you can talk to, you can interact with a little bit. There's none of that with Curtis. When he's in the net, he's locked in.
He's all business, isn't he?
For him, yeah.
Left bump. Lets one fly. That's wide off the backboard. Scores. One fly. That's what? He's all business, isn't he?
For him, yeah. Curtis, when he's in the net, he's locked in.
He's all business, isn't he?
Cheer, top skating 1,000 miles. We used to watch him hit. And with that skill, that's scary.
9:15, time of the goal. Jared Bull. Jackets throw it in front. Letestu had it knocked away. Scrivens batting it out of the air. Up high. This is David Savard. Off the leg of Hamilton. Battle ensues in the corner. Jared Bull trying to fight off Lander. Knocked down. And Keaton steers it ahead. Jack Johnson drops it back to Letestu. Letestu lets one fly. Scores! Mark Letestu. Johnson knocked down. Battle ensues in the corner. Jared Bull trying to fight off Lander. Knocked down. And Keaton steers it ahead. Jack Johnson drops it back to Letestu. Letestu lets one fly. Scores! Mark fight.
How important it is.
His 7th defensive end.
Yeah.
Oilers Friday night. Marching into the zone. Jack Johnson draws the lone assist. It was interesting to watch Jack Johnson there, Jody. After the goal by Yakupov, he huddled his teammates and then went individually to each player. Almost as if the Jackets, and it was Letestu out there at the time, and his line mates, almost as if he said, hey, we're going to get this one back. We're going to get it now. And indeed, the Jackets did just that. So, Letestu 7, Jack Johnson the assist, 10:09.
All tied up here at Rexall Place in Edmonton, Alberta. Looking at Jack Johnson and Mark Letestu connected on that last goal. Jack Johnson is the defenseman. Mark Letestu is covering for him. So Jack Johnson up in the play a little bit, providing a little bit of offensive zone time. And you can see Jack Johnson in that instance gave the puck to Letestu, who was covering for him. And then, after he did that, went back to cover for Letestu. Great leader. You mentioned getting the guys together, not only in doing that, but in his play, too. He's had a big night. A lot of penalty kill time.
Good heads-up play by McElwain coming out. Hammer darting down that right wing. But the poke check there by the Jackets. We've got 8:50 left, third period regulation time. Jackets looking for their first victory here since 2010. The Oilers have won 6 straight against the Bluejackets. Here at Rexall Place. Cam Atkinson, left wing feed. Lort, played by the Oilers in their own zone. Ferentz, McKeaton. Off the skate there of Corey Truck. Yakupov dumps in. Derek Roy to the point. McKeaton. Save McElwain off the pad up at the Trop who lifts from the drop. Battle on the near wall, and it's Trop who lifts it up into Edmonton territory. Derek Roy. McKeaton. Right wing. Oilers failed to gain the zone. Drop, dumps it. Good one, Scrivens tried to bat it behind the net. And he will hold on here. He misfired there. Yeah. And he got some help from his teammates.
Yeah, well, he tried to underhand that kind of one-handed. And he just went over the top of the puck. And then the puck was laying there. Nice play by the Blue Jackets to recover it and try to get it past Scrivens. He saved his own hide by grabbing that puck himself.
5 shots in this third period for the Jackets. They've connected for 1 goal. 11 shots here in the third for the Oilers. They now have a 38-16 advantage. Everly can't get a stick on it. Jackets dump it back into their own zone. This is Murray. Brings it around the boards. In the slot, Pouliot shovels it over top of the net. Reaching for it. Nugent Hopkins. Pouliot. Oh boy, that one sent over top of the net. As the puck went right to Nugent Hopkins, and he rifled it high.
They batted it out of the air. A quick play. This is a great example of his hand-eye coordination on the backside of the net.
Everly pinned. Oilers send it up. This is Clefbaum. Justin Schultz on for Everly. Into the corner. Everly takes it back to Nugent Hopkins. Pouliot gets it to the point for Clefbaum. Another goal post. And out of play.
That might have been redirected on the
Everly.
Shot.
On both ends.
Right. That man right there has been engaged, locked in here. Made some big saves early. Right. That man right there has been engaged, locked in here. Made some big saves early.
Hamilton rattling along the board. Oilers send it back here for Ferentz. He'll let one fly, and that one redirected over top of the net. Oilers again. Hamilton. Lander. Miller kept in front. McKeaton right in on the goaltender, and McElwain makes the stop and hangs on.
McKeaton with that big shot. We don't see it there. He just kind of uses a wrist shot and gets it in. Before, I'll tell you what, his first game back in the lineup, he's firing a lot of rubber towards Curtis McElwain here tonight. You can see him there. Changes the angle, gets the shot through. Really hoping for the goal, of course, but if not that, a rebound. He got neither. Curtis McElwain, he gobbles that up. Curtis here attacking his partner, Jack Johnson.
From the drop, David Savard. Sends it out to center. Handed it ahead here. Hendricks off the blocker. Here's one. And that one drilled wide of the net. Fane unable to keep it in at the right point. Fane wipes off the check from Ryan Johansson. Quick shot there. Block. Up high. Marincin. It's sent wide. Klinkhammer. Marincin lets it go. Deflected. McElhinney's knocked down. Back up on his feet. Gordon. Wade Gordon out of the corner. Protects that puck. Jack Johnson now holding off the Oilers forward. Hendricks talks to the official as play hits back up ice.
Oh, yeah, he was locked up with McElhinney. I thought it looked like it was his fault, but he's trying to say that McElhinney was tied up with him. Interesting.
Trout lets one go. That one is blocked. Eric Roy off the wall. Saved at the line by Dalton Trout. Nisimov tried to stop. The pass was behind him. And hammered back into Columbus territory. Played by McElhinney. And left there for Dalton Trout. Chased by Purcell. Artem Nisimov dancing out of his own zone. Looks off. Foligno on the left wing tries to walk to the net. Knocked away. Foligno will play it. Rims it around the wall. Cut off there by Justin Schultz. He's pressured by Nisimov, who wins the battle. Trout now. Right-handed shot on the left point. Sends it right back into the corner for Nisimov. On for Foligno. Handed back to Nisimov. Trout now. Long shot in front. Corey Trout can't pull the trigger. Circling the net. Looks up high, but that's Derek Roy right there. A little more than 4.5 minutes left, third period. Regulation time. Head out. On for Dalton Trout. Reaching for it. Here's Pouliot kicking it ahead. Trout defends. Long shift for Dalton Trout here. He'll look to get off. And does. Both Murray and Connaughton on for Tooten and Trout. 4 minutes, 4 seconds left. Marching out of the zone. Here's Eberle. Eberle will dump in. Pouliot trying to steer it ahead. Murray read that play perfectly. Ryan Murray for Scotty Hartnell. Hartnell ahead for Dano. Dano on the wing. Connaughton. And momentarily looking over his shoulder was Scrivens. The puck got up with his paraphernalia and will step aside.
3:46 left in this third period. And big Dalton Trout, I'll tell you what, he's got some great things here. Boys under pressure. Big man checks his shoulder, looks at his options. He's got two guys on him. He finds Artem Nisimov, the veteran center in that little quiet area. Dalton made that look really easy. I'll tell you what, under pressure in the defensive zone, late in the game, tie game, it's easy to turn the puck over or do something you don't want to do. And there, he's in full control. I like to see that.
Ahead for looking over.
Got two guys on. He finds the veteran center in that little quiet area. Don't make that look really easy. I'll tell you what, under pressure in the defensive zone, late in the game, tie game, it's easy to turn the puck over or do something you don't want to do. And there, he's in full control. I like to see that with Dalton Trout.
1 hour. Currently out there for the Oilers. And Hendricks sends it up high. There's his shot. It's blocked. Oh boy, that one hurt. Ryan Johansson doubled over here right now. As play is called. He took that one off the left foot.
That sounded kind of funny. He's not wearing any protectors on his skates. A lot of guys wear those plastic protectors. Here he is, left side. He's the left player. He gets that down low there. You see, he thinks about going after the puck, but he couldn't get his legs under him. One not wearing any protectors on his skates. 1 hour. A lot of guys wear those plastic protectors. 1 hour. Here he is, left side. He's the left player. He gets that down low there. You see, he thinks about going after the puck, but he couldn't get his legs under him. Thinks about going after the puck, but he couldn't get his legs under him.
1 hour, 56 minutes, 59 seconds. 1 hour,
As play is called.
But the one over top of the glass. You saw the reaction in the crowd. I think the fans thought that one was going in. As Cooley had a tough play to make, though. You do a little kick out here, and you've got to have a lot of weight on that bottom hand to try to trap it hard enough to get it back the other way. And you could see it just rolled. An excellent saucer pass that just a little too high. It gets the top third of the blade of Pouliot, and he's not able to back the other way. And you can see it just rolled. An excellent saucer pass that is just a little too high. It gets the top third of the blade of Pouliot, and he's not able to get enough on. Look at that blade there. And he's got a little bit of an upshoot too, and that catapulted that puck up and out of play. Saw the reaction in the crowd. I think the fans thought that one was going in. As Cooley had a tough play to make, though. You do a little kick out here, and you've got to have a lot of weight on that bottom hand to try to trap it hard enough to get it back the other way. And you can see it just rolled. An excellent saucer pass that just a little too high. It gets the top third of the blade of Pouliot, and he's not able to get enough on. Look at that blade there. And he's got a little bit of an up.
Ryan Johansson doubled over here right now.
Scores!
He took that one off the
Harvey
left foot.
That sounded kind of funny.
Left to go in the third period. It's 3-1.
That sounded kind of funny. He's not wearing any protectors on his skates. A lot of guys wear those plastic protectors. Here he is, left side. He's a left player. He gets that down. He's not wearing any protectors on his skates. A lot of guys wear those plastic protectors. Here he is, left side. He's a left player. He gets that down low there. You see, he couldn't get his legs under him.
Trying to flex that off. Weinberg along the blue. Hartnell. A shot off the pad. Rebound. Weinberg went for the handle. Taken away there by Purcell. 2:45 left. A 3-3 tie. Yakupov trying to settle down that bouncing puck. It's a through the raw. Purcell. Back here along the near board. 20 giveaways by Edmonton tonight. The Blue Jackets have had 8. Battle here in the corner and played by Ryan Murray. Everly off the bench. Hartnell at center. Taylor's off the wall for Everly. Waits for reinforcements. Agent Hopkins settles down the bouncing puck in front. Oh, what an outstanding stop there. As it was redirected by Pouliot, but the white pad of McElhinney keeps this game even. Now Anisimov for Gano. Foligno tried to play. Everly. Chased by Anisimov. On the far side, the Keaton lifts it up and out. Bouncing puck on in. Icing. How about the big lots, big play tonight, Jody?
Well, it was the goal that tied this game up. Mark Letestu in the defensive position. Sees good traffic in front and finds a way to get that puck through all that traffic and past Ben Scrimmage. There you hear it off the post. What a shot. Let us see that fourth line tip in. Tied this game up.
Now, Ryan Johansson didn't miss his shift. We're back out there for the offensive zone faceoff with Bort. Ready, Bort? Cam Atkinson.
The shot. Let us see that fourth line tip in. Tied this game up.
Now, Ryan Johansson didn't miss his shift. He's back out there for the offensive zone faceoff with Bort. Ready, Bort? Cam Atkinson. On the drop. Pouliot. Golden opportunity. Look for that redirect. Coming over here right now.
Well, he was still contesting the call, but Buffalo's not going to challenge anything because they've already determined that there was no high stick, so it's a goal, at least to that point. The only thing that could eliminate that would be the play under the reverse call against Buffalo.
Overhead view. Talbot protectors on his right.
Yanta out in the crease. Talbot comes across and he just sort of looks like he extends his right arm that has the stick in it. Tried to push Brian Yanta away a little bit, but
There's no contact there. No, and Gianna did not move Talbot at all. Talbot was going in that direction.
1 hour 38 minutes 58 seconds. 1 hour 38 minutes.
Timeout along the way.
Pause keep.
Sabres going to be challenged.
0% NHL March 18/20. 1 hour 38 minutes 18 seconds. 1 hour 56 minutes 39 seconds. Current value 5,898. Minimum value 0. Maximum value.
Challenge.
1 hour.
Along the way. 1 hour 38 minutes 14 seconds. 1 hour 56. 1 hour 38.
No contact. 1 hour right there. Other than contact with Talbot. 1 hour 56 minutes 39 seconds.
Ready, boys?
This happens
1 hour 39 minutes 19. 1 hour 38 minutes 49 seconds.
Kim Peel is doing all the work there. Brad Watson just kind of skating around. But Peel is the referee that made the announcement that the goal was good as far as a high stick was concerned. And is still now on the phone with Toronto trying to determine whether there was any goaltender interference exerted by Brian Gianta.
I can't believe by watching the angles that we were able to see that there's that much of an issue of determining whether it was or was not.
Well, it must be because it's taking a long time. And then, of course, they may have angles that we don't have.
McElhinney able to track it down with that right pass. Bouncing
0%
by McElhinney. Left right there for Fedor-Tutin. 90 seconds left. Hendricks with a forearm shiver on Tutin. Shot to a sharp angle. Around the boards. Cut off here by Hendricks. Hendricks looks to the right wing for Klinkhammer. Tutin defends. Klinkhammer trying to hold on to the Jackets defender. Dalton Prout comes in. Knocking down both Tutin and Klinkhammer. And then after the whistle, some pushing and shoving.
Yeah, it started in the neutral zone on the way up the ice. Hendricks and Dalton Prout got into it a little bit. Hendricks turned around, cornered that Prout with his stick. Prout looked like he invited him to drop the mitts, but Hendricks... Watch Dalton here. Klinkhammer. Who gets the worst of it? Oh.
1 hour.
So it's not to watch Dalton here. It's Klinkhammer. Who gets the worst of it?
0%
Big better too.
Yeah, he did.
And there's Dalton coming in to address that situation. Hendricks giving him one more chance to oblige.
Face off to the left. Curtis McElhinney. 1:06 left. 44 shots by the Oilers tonight.
3-1 to score.
Jackets with 18. No icing here.
Score! That was gone on loose. Another turnover. Tyler Pitlick takes advantage. James 2 and this is almost a bad read by Larson. He gets caught flat-footed, allows his man to go through, but what a play by Russell breaking it up. Quick transition game, and sometimes simpler is better. This is a simple play where you're looking for pass all the way, and instead of making the pass, the quick release gets under the arm of Elliott. For Elliott, a disappointing start. This one goes right underneath. He overplayed it to the outside, and it found room underneath the elbow. Tyler Pitlick's been a 5-year pro, and just about every time he gets close to being a regular, he's been hurt, and he's in this company.
Like he invited him to the ice. Hendricks and Dalton Prout got into it a little bit. Hendricks turned around, pointed at Prout with his stick. Prout looked like he invited him to the stick.
October.
Just the mitts, but Hendricks
Shiver to down.
came up. What a shot. Good to see that fourth line chip in. Time just came up.
Well, Ryan Johansson didn't miss a shift. He's back out there for the offensive zone faceoff with Bork. Ready, Bork? Cam Atkins.
off the post. What a shot. Good to see that four-point tip in. Tied this game up.
Now Ryan Johansson didn't miss a shift. He's back out there.
Off the post. What a shot. Good to see that four-point tip in. Tied this game up.
Now Ryan Johansson didn't miss a shift. He's back out there for the offensive zone faceoff with Bort. Ready, Bort?
Tip in. Tied this game up.
Now Ryan Johansson didn't miss a shift. He's back out there for the offensive zone faceoff.
Play keyboard shortcut. YouTube tab.
In the defensive position.
Face-up.
Goes not to one. Stone here. It's Klinkhammer. Who gets the worst of it? Oh, big hitter too.
Yeah, he did.
And there's Stone coming in to address that situation with Hendrick. Giving them one more chance to. Goes not to one. Stone here. It's Klinkhammer. Who gets the worst of it? Oh, big hitter too.
Yeah, he did.
To the boards. A penalty coming up. But he knows that he has to get physical, so he tries to lay a big one on Emlyn.
And you mentioned a young player trying to make his mark in the National Hockey League. That timing there as Russell turned around with the reverse pass and Tkachuk didn't lay up in time. So the first penalty and an early opportunity for the Oilers to get this crowd back on their feet.
Power play brought to you by BioSteel Sports Nutrition, the natural choice for everyday performance. Drink the taste. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins starts on the power play. McDavid is to his left. Maroon to his right. There's a shot from the point. Oscar Petbaum jumps in here.
Give them one more pass.
That's nationwide. Hartnell, let's set the game to overtime. Tonight, Mark Letestu, after a Yakupov goal comes through. Look at this! Walking in and scrimmage, making a stop there on Marco Gatto. Another highlight reel play.
What a play. Slipped in there in the offensive zone. And then scrimmage just couldn't line it through the 5-hole.
Jack Johnson for Dano. Nugent-Hopkins is there. Oilers, Yakupov. Backhanded. Oilers, Yakupov. Backhanded. Continues to impress, doesn't he?
Yeah, watch this. One-on-one. Quick little move through the skates. Oh, and then off the post. Had the goalie beat. And that's a big move on Questbaum there. He pulled Questbaum to the outside, walked through him. You can see his reaction as he saw that puck glance off the post.
Stepping up at
the post. Had the goalie beat. Perfect for the power play. And that's a big move. 11 seconds. Had the goalie beat. And that's a big move on Questbaum there. Pulled Questbaum to the outside, walked through him. You can see his reaction as he saw that puck glance off the post.
Stepping up his Fing, the one-time New Jersey Devils sends it wide of the net, takes a wicked down. Tell you, the Oilers are well aware he's likely boards here.
Yeah, they've anticipated those plays off those boards nicely. One leading to a goal.
And each team will pick up a point against the Oilers to 5-0. The Jackets win as Chris McElhaney saw the smile on his face. One more look at it.
And Derek Roy saw a little daylight there. There's Curtis.
So the Jackets, who have not won here since January 7th of 2010, in the 6-game losing streak, they win their 4th in a row on the road. And for the 6th straight game on the road, they score at least 3 goals. Jackets win this one.
YouTube video player.
Welcome to Edmonton, Alberta, where it's the second meeting of the season between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Edmonton Oilers. And speaking of the Flyers, it is Ray Emery who's getting the surprise start for them. And for the Edmonton Oilers, Taylor Hall is back. The Anthony Barnett